Hey Hayden, last night was crazy. Huh?
Yes, it was, Daddy.
Kareem, what are you doing?
Are you okay? How do you feel about Hayden after all this?
I love him even more.
I'm single. And I'm about to move here.
What's wrong with you? Like, your energy is real heavy right now. You love me. You're good. I love y'all too.
But, what's wrong? Is everything okay?
No, I just ran into my crazy ass ex-boyfriend and
What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. You know, after a while, it loses me a little bit when I come back, you know? January has been a very interesting month leading into February. Happy February, everybody. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope everybody's gay solutions are going according to plan. This is Gaming. I have a question, and let's do a little recap. If this is your first time seeing me, follow me on all social media platforms, A Connection TV, on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook, actually. And definitely go support my online streaming platform, watchactv.com. It is a platform, a miniature Netflix, with original content that we produce on a weekly basis, uploaded Wednesdays. So yeah, and shout out to everybody that's sharing their content on the platform and joining the RIP program, the residual income program that I have for watchactv.com. If you are a director, a producer out there, and you have some finalized, actual produced work that you would like to share on a platform, not exclusively, but just on another media platform, like you do on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, you can share your stuff on my platform and potentially make some money. So definitely hit me up if that's what you want to do. Let's do a recap on the last game, and I have a question video, the N word versus the F word. It was a very controversial video because YouTube demonetized it. But it was video number 11. This is video 12. We have TJ Kane. Growing up in the 60s, the N word was never permitted. It truly disappoints me when I hear it used in the community. I can honestly say it has never been on my lips. The F word is never complimentary, but sometimes descriptive, but never used by me. Keep both out of our conversations. Okay, TJ Kane. J1 says, Happy New Year, Wes. I love your content, beautiful smile. I never use those words because they are degrading and disrespectful and meant to put you in your place. I'm here with that. Drock says, this is a great topic. I believe both words are derogatory and shouldn't be used, period. By the way, love you, Wes. Thank you, Drock. Appreciate it. Charles Yost, an avid supporter. Wesley, Happy New Year's. I don't use the F word and hate it when other men use it. Other gay men use it. I ignore it when straight people say it. I don't understand how black people can call each other the N-word. I don't get it either. All right, Christopher Taylor. What's going on, Christopher Taylor? Another avid supporter. Think of it this way. If these were such good words for anyone to be using, people wouldn't get canceled, wouldn't be getting canceled and having to be issuing big public apologies for using either. So they shouldn't be used, period. All right, we are going to talk about coming out. Gayman, I have a question. Is coming out that important? Is coming out that important? Let's talk about it. Now, all of the conversation in this video is all about how I feel about my experiences and yeah. So I can honestly say I have never come out. I have always been just, well, I'm not gonna say I've always been me, but it got to a point when I moved out of my mom's house, and I moved into my own place, that I just started to live life the way that I wanted to without any kind of hiding in a corner or regret. So I visually came out, I physically came out, but I didn't verbally announce me coming out of any closet to any one particular person in order to feel free. So my response to the question, is coming out that important, or is coming out of the closet important? And my answer to that for me is no, it's not. Because not at any one particular time does a straight person come out of the closet. And you know what? I think as long as there are men and women on this earth, this conversation is always going to be had and always going to be pertinent. I just believe it to be so, because we can never get past it. There are still today men that are in the closet, down low men that are in the closet doing what they want to do physically with the same sex behind closed doors. And there are a lot of women that are down low, although it's more socially accepted for women to be lesbian or to fool around than it is for men to be gay and to fool around. It is what it is, what it is, okay? So yes, I've always known that I was gay, and I always knew that the world did not like gay people or had a problem with gay people. And so at an early age of about 5 or 6, I had to hide myself within myself. I wasn't overly flamboyant, but I did play with Barbie dolls, and I did like the girly things. But I discovered at an early age that I wasn't supposed to like the girly things. So I tried to find something that would resonate with me and make me feel good and make me feel special. And that was art. Like literal art, like an artist. And so fast forward from 5 to 40 years being on this earth, I have entertained myself through every medium possible that I know of in the entertainment space and spectrum, except for being able to play an instrument. I can't play an instrument. I know that I possibly could learn how to play an instrument, but I just never took the time and or bothered to learn because it just never interested me that much. You can tell me all day, I can tell myself all day long that I know how to hit a little note or two, and I be trying to sing, and I've had albums on iTunes, and you know, I act and I write and I produce and I direct and I deal with film and camera equipment, computer equipment. I've done cartoons, I've done voiceovers, I've done fashion design, literal art, pastels, acrylics, watercolor, pencil, pen, all of that. Walked the runway, built stages for runways, all of that, right? But I've just never played an instrument. And so for me, that was never like, if a guy was into the arts, it was never like, oh my God, he's queer. Oh my God, he needs to find a girlfriend. What's wrong with him, you know? So that was like my safe space. And I was able to live comfortably, mentally, in that space without having to say, hey, I like boys, or hey, I want to date you, or whatever. In high school, I was never that popular in terms of needing to feel like I had to be known, you know, and I just stayed in my little bubble and chatted with who I chatted with. And art made me slightly more known because I was the art guy. But it was what it was. It wasn't until I graduated and moved into my own place that I decided to figure out what being gay meant on earth and how I could define it for myself so that I could be happy for myself. But it took me having to move out of my parents' house because to this day, my mom wishes that I wasn't gay, okay? It is what it is. I have a black mom, black culture, black history, black ignorance. But my mom, to this day, wishes that I was not gay, but she loves me none, you know, all the same. And I knew that. And so I also knew that once I got my own place, I couldn't care less about what my mother thought or about what anybody thought. So at 17, I got my own apartment. And at 17, I'm not saying I walked out of the house wearing pink shorts or whatever, but I was more comfortable and in a space, and I started to discover what being gay was out in the world. Got a boyfriend, moved in with my boyfriend at the age of 20 going on 21. Obviously that didn't work out. I was young, dumb, and filled with that stuff. And so, you know, I learned what being in a relationship was like, and I was still exploring. From 17 to 26, I was exploring the clubs, I was exploring love, I was exploring me, I was exploring, I was in the YouTube scene, public exploration, public expression. I was doing all of that because I was living on my own and could no one tell me otherwise. But throughout all of those years, I just never said, hey, mom, I'm gay, or hey, best friend, I'm gay, or hey, cousin, I'm gay. Will you accept me? Because to be honest, I had to accept myself. Is coming out of the closet important? It may be for you. And I can understand why it may be for you. You want to feel accepted. You feel like the gay side of you is a big part of you. And not being able to express how you are or how you want to be naturally and without fear sucks. And so it becomes a battle for people to feel like they have to express who they are and blurt out that I'm gay, just so they could get past whatever wall is holding them hostage, or whatever invisible bars are holding them within a prison. I get it. I'm not on this video to tell you not to come out the closet. I'm not on this video to tell you to come out the closet. I'm doing this video to open dialogue with all of my gay folks to discuss, is coming out of the closet important? And if it is important for you, when are you going to come out of the closet? Because I'll tell you this, life is extremely too short to be living in a bubble or in a box, in a prison that you put yourself in. And if you are physically, financially handicapped, living with someone that is a homophobe, and it's a difficult living situation, then come hell or high water, find the ability to get out of that space. That is the only advice that I can give you, because I'm not going to tell you to try to live with this person, to try to deal with this person and their rules and regulations and all of that, because life is too short and it is meant to be lived. Life is too short and it is meant to be lived. For all of the people in the church, life is too short and it is meant to be lived. For all the grown men cheating on their wives, life is too short and it is meant to be lived. Live it. Love it. And build a life that's freeing for you. Leave your comments below. Let me know how you feel. Definitely follow me on all my social media platforms, A Connection TV on Twitter and Instagram. And also go to watchactv.com. Watchactv.com to support your boy. We have a theater premiere coming March 16th. If you are in the Atlanta area, the link is below to get your tickets to come see 3 premieres and 4 shows that have premiered on the network. It's going to be bomb. It's my first time doing a theater premiere at a premium outlet. Get your tickets if you are in the Atlanta area. All the actors will be there. I will be there. It's an opportunity to meet me. And let's celebrate together, because it is a momentous occasion for moi. Love y'all.